Every book starts as one sentence you can't stop thinking about. What comes after it isn't word count. It's a few hundred decisions, and they should all be yours. Fiction, nonfiction, or a visual book. Each one is a different job, so each one is a different flow. Fiction first. You start with what you already know, the genre, the language you write in, how long the book actually wants to be. Then the register. Who it's for, how it should feel on the page, what the prose leans on. Your voice gets set here instead of the model's default. Fiction gets a switch for explicit content and a list of warnings and elements you tick yourself. Characters arrive with backgrounds, motivations, arcs. Nothing here is fixed. Every field on the screen you can rewrite. The outline is where the book actually gets made. Open a chapter and it's all there. Locations, plot events, the hooks, who changes whom. 7 fields to a single chapter. So when you know something the model doesn't, you just tell it. Writing a chapter, you pick the engine. Different models suit different scenes, and you can see what each one costs before you spend it. Then you tell it how to behave. Not a prompt, a standing instruction for your book. And it writes inside your structure, to your length and your point of view. When a scene needs heat, you change the engine. Grok, 20 credits a chapter. Ask for a line edit and you get a line edit. As a diff, in place, nothing is rewritten until you approve it. Some of it you'll turn down. The tool flags its own taste calls and you overrule them. Your repetition stays. Your rhythm stays. It's line editing with a collaborator, not a slot machine you keep pulling. That was fiction. Nonfiction is built differently. You choose how the argument is made and the shape every chapter follows. Then you decide whether the AI may vary it. Here, it may not. Your sources go in. Your research, your interviews, your notes. And the chapters cite them. Those files, not invented ones. Third flow, visual books. They hold the hardest thing to hold. One consistent look. You lock a single art style as a reference, and every page, character, and object is rendered against it, and re-rendered until you agree. Then you work spread by spread. The brief, what's on the page, the words that get lettered onto the art. That's 3 ways to start from nothing. Importing is the 4th. If the book already exists, you start there instead. Word, PDF, EPUB, plain text. Tell us how far along it is. Notes, characters, outlines, or finished chapters. It comes in as a book you can keep working on, with your formatting intact. Then series. If this is book 4, the first 3 matter. Point at what you've already published, and the next book starts out knowing who died, who lied, and which promise is still unpaid. That's the writing side. Now, the book editor, which is a separate tool entirely. Bring in a manuscript we never touched, and it reads the whole thing before it says a word. What comes back is an editorial letter. What to fix first, where the middle sags, which chapter is doing no work, with your own lines quoted back, and a style sheet for the whole book. Every name, every spelling, the timeline, the facts you have to hold steady across 400 pages. Then it works chapter by chapter, and every suggestion arrives labeled. The objective fixes apart from the matters of taste. Your original never moves. Translation is next. The finished book goes out in 30 languages, carried over chapter by chapter, as prose, not as a machine pass over a file. And last, publishing. The part nobody warns you about. Exporting your manuscript is the start, not the finish. Covers at Kindle spec. The blurb, the keywords, the categories KDP asks for. An author page you own, with a reader list on it. EPUB, print-ready PDF at real trim sizes. A Word file, an audiobook if you want one. This was never about getting a book out of a machine. It's about getting your book out of your head and having the whole job covered, not just the writing. AIWriteBook, a book you'd put your name on.